You meet someone new, a stranger at a party or in a doorway. Before they say a single word, your brain has already made up its mind. Trust them or don't. That decision takes about 1/10 of a second. But the real answer is far stranger than instinct. In the early 2000s, psychologist Alexander Todorov ran an experiment at Princeton. He showed people unfamiliar faces for just 100 milliseconds, barely a blink. Still, viewers rated those faces on trustworthiness, competence, and likability. Give them more time, and the ratings barely changed. Your first impression, it turns out, is basically your only impression. Why would evolution wire you to judge so fast? Go back further. Long before villages, before language even, your ancestors lived in small bands of 30 or 40 people. Every face they knew belonged to someone. A new face meant one of two things: an ally or a threat. There was no time for a background check. A slow decision could get you killed. So the brain built a shortcut. Read the face, decide fast, move on. Researcher Nalini Ambadi called this thin slicing. Tiny fragments of behavior read in an instant, often as accurate as long observation. A raised brow, a softened jaw, a mouth that curls just slightly upward. Paul Ekman spent decades cataloging these micro-expressions and found the same signals show up in nearly every culture on Earth. Fear looks like fear in Tokyo and in Toronto. Anger looks like anger everywhere. Your face has been broadcasting the same ancient signals for 200,000 years. Here is the twist. This ancient radar wasn't built for accuracy. It was built for speed. Todorov's later research found that faces which merely resemble happy expressions get rated as trustworthy, even when the person behind them isn't. A slightly upturned mouth, slightly wider eyes. Your brain isn't reading character. It's reading shape. Shape it once mistook, correctly or not, for safety. This ancient shortcut still runs your modern life, whether you notice it or not. Think about your last job interview. The interviewer decided something about you before you finished your handshake. Think about your last swipe on a dating app. One photo, half a second, judgment made. Think about your last walk home at night, when a stranger's silhouette appeared under a streetlight and your chest tightened before your mind caught up. None of that is really about them. It's a 100,000-year-old alarm system, still running, still deciding who gets close and who doesn't. And here's what makes it stranger still. You can train your face the same way your ancestors trained theirs. Soften your brow. Relax your jaw. Let your mouth sit just slightly upward instead of flat. Studies following Todorov's work found people can shift how trustworthy they appear, just by adjusting these same ancient signals on purpose. You aren't only reading faces, you are broadcasting one every single day, whether you mean to or not. So the next time a stranger seems to trust you instantly or doesn't, ask yourself what your face said before you did. You didn't choose to judge that face in an instant. Something much older did it for you. You meet someone new, and in 1/10 of a second, an ancient version of you has already decided everything.